Last time, you saw us explore a very special house in the hills of Tuscany that put us on a very unexpected journey to the town of Florence. This time,
what a beautiful view. Actually, not that bad.
today we are heading further north to the foot of the Alps once again. Jesus Christ. Never mind him. We're heading to the foot of the Alps once again, to a town called Bolzano. We're going to South Tyrol, which is a part of Italy that is very German, or Austrian, we can say. Everybody speaks German and everything, so it's kind of a little bit like going back to Germany or leaving Italy, but we're not leaving Italy yet. We weren't leaving Italy, but we were leaving Modena. You might ask why we didn't go see the Ferrari factory. Well, they don't make machines with two wheels, so the place we were heading for was more interesting. The Alps. As we were riding through the valley, we decided to take a detour to the beautiful Lake Garda. Nestled between the mighty Alps, this lake filled with clear blue water has been the place of many maritime battles. We were not here to fight a battle. We were here to fulfill a promise I made to Mara at the beginning of this trip.
John has promised me that we at least go to one castle, so...
Is this the castle?
It's not the castle?
Happy that we made it to a castle?
Yes, very happy.
It's not the castle you wanted to see, but
Why is it not the castle I wanted to see?
because you wanted to see a specific medieval one that has a fairy tale and a princess.
No, that's not true. I wanted to see one where they have a museum that is about medieval stuff, seeing some armor or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is cool as well.
Mm.
I like it. And the location is just freaking amazing.
Yeah, really, really amazing.
After exploring the castle, we set off further down the lake. But we were not ready to leave just yet. We had to do one last thing, and I think you know exactly what that is.
And here, the waves aren't that high, so I can't drown.
You won't die here.
It was a little unsettling knowing that the depths below reached nearly 350 meters. But floating around and taking in this amazing location was worth every thought of a mythical creature pulling you down into the deep, dark blue. We left Lake Garda in one piece. None of us nearly drowned or got eaten by whatever lives at the bottom of this lake. And we continued towards Bolzano in this strange hybrid part of the world.
There's something about the Alps, they're just magical. Kind of like when you ride around in Norway and you just feel so small, and it's kind of the same here, but the mountains are just huge on like a massive scale. And then there's a castle perched on every top along the way. It's just, it's something special. So it's the day that we've been dreading. We knew it would come though, and it's a little sad. It's the last morning in Italy. Yesterday was the last day, and I'm very happy we took the detour and went to Lake Garda. It was a brilliant detour. We saw Lake Como on the way down, and we saw Lake Garda on the way back up. Lake Garda was amazing, but it felt a little bit like it was a budget version of Lake Como, if that makes sense. Because at Lake Garda, it was like a lot of very nice holiday homes around the edge, while Lake Como felt a lot like it was out of my budget. Because at Lake Como, you had like mansion after mansion just sitting along there, like amazing mansions. Como had some special feeling to it. I think maybe it was because it was our like first proper destination in Italy. It might have been it, so it might just have tricked me. I like to imagine that the sky's grey now and probably it's gonna rain because the gods of the road are also sad that we're leaving. It's been an amazing time in Italy though. But the thing is, with this region that we're in right now, we're in South Tyrol. It's a part of North and South Tyrol. North Tyrol is in Austria and South Tyrol is in Italy. But there's a strange thing here. It's kind of like a mashup here. It's like you're in Italy, but it doesn't feel like you're in Italy. It also doesn't really look like you're in Italy in a way. It's very Austrian here. So it kind of is like we have already left Italy. I think maybe it's a good like buffer zone to be in. If you don't want to be living in Italy, you come here and you get the taste of what's to come further north. I'm just sitting here like stretching out time because I don't really want to go, but we have to get on the road and head for Germany.
We packed up and left Hausberger. They didn't have hamburgers. And before we crossed the border, we made a stop in the town of Bolzano, where we went to a market so Mara could buy some goods that she had been missing. Mara spent a lot of time here when she was younger, so walking the streets again was a nostalgic feeling for her. While walking the streets, I came across a shop where I could get myself a little souvenir. And before we left, we made a quick stop by the local Harley-Davidson dealership. The warmth we had been experiencing in Italy was now behind us. And as we got closer to Austria, it got colder every kilometer. So the jackets were back on for the first time in 2 weeks. At this point, I was asking myself, why are we going north again? We left this wonderful country behind us and said, arrivederci to Italy and Pruzzi to Austria once again.
Last night we spent the night in, or close to Bolzano, where we got these from. It's another childhood memory of mine. My parents used to take me to Bolzano and we had to buy Kaminwurzen, which is like a really hard-ish sausage that is really smoky. It's like smoked by the fireplace, yeah. And Finchgauer, which is like a sourdough bread with fennel, and it's really delicious together. And I haven't eaten this in years because I didn't used to eat meat for a while. I love South Tyrol. It's pretty, really pretty, really calm, and having all the mountains. So it feels like home again, even though I'm not living that long in Norway yet. Not feeling so happy about leaving Italy. I'm not ready yet. I wish we had more time. But I'm also really happy where we're heading now, to see some friends again. A place that you will well remember if you are watching these videos for a while. It's like a happy and a sad side. Like I'm not ready to leave, but I'm also on the other side ready to be in Germany again. I'm excited for it.
We're right on the border to Germany now. So we finish this and we go to Germany once again.
Nom nom.
We got to Germany and our questionable accommodation, but more about that later. Now we need a dinner, and that will become a bigger challenge than we expected.
What just happened?
Well, it was just drizzling a little bit and we were like, okay, we're hungry, let's go for food. There was this little town on the way here that looked like it had a lot of restaurants. So we went on and out of a sudden it came down like nothing.
It came down a hell of a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We stopped here to stand in the dry in the drive, you're still getting wet. And there was this cloud rolling over those hills. Like slowly you can start seeing those hills again. But there was this cloud coming down, and I think we are in the cloud now because everything is like misty and it's coming down a lot. Yeah.
So the question is, does Mara and Sean get dinner in Bavaria tonight? Who knows?
I hope so.
5 minutes later and that looks promising.
But your pants don't look promising, they're completely wet.
Yeah,
Oh.
can't really tell, but she's right.
We tried our luck again, hoping that the rain had finally passed. Little did we know that it had passed by us in the direction we were heading.
We got to the town we wanted to go to get dinner, but guess what was waiting for us there? The rain.
Fuck you, rain.
One step closer. Back at it again.
We were soaking wet when we made it to the restaurant. But luckily, they weren't too fussy on how we looked.
We did get dinner, or we're about to eat it now, but we did make it here to food.
Remember the questionable accommodation I mentioned? Well, we were not ready for how weird it would get the next morning. So we're alone in a hotel in the Alps.
And we haven't seen anyone.
We woke up and there was breakfast. It's like ghosts are running this place. It's very, very strange.
But we're still sitting here just eating it.
Yeah.
We're hungry.
Ghost chefs. They're not bad. Do you know what I'm a little sick of?
What?
We want to get to a destination, but I feel like we're just inching towards it.
Yeah. The last few days we did just a few kilometers, not far.
No, it wasn't enough, kind of. It was nice though. Like, I'm happy we did, but I'm thinking today, maybe we just try and reach Leipzig today, rather than staying another stay.
That is a big ride though.
It's a big ride. The distance we have traveled from Tuscany, from our house in Tuscany
Yeah.
to here, is the same we have to travel from here to Leipzig.
That is quite far. And you think we can make that?
I don't know if we can make it. Weather's not great right now, but I think we should give it a shot. And if we can't make it, we just book something on the side of the road, and yeah, at least we've given it a try. What do you think?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Let's do that.
All right.
Comes with the ticket. I'm actually not sure if I want to drink it.
This lady walking over there, she just stopped and asked us if we stayed here, and said it's been abandoned for 15 years. No, I'm joking, but I wouldn't have been surprised, to be honest. Alright, we're leaving the ghost hotel, and we're attempting to reach Leipzig tonight.
It was an ambitious idea, but it was not impossible, so it had to be tried. What's the worst that could happen? The weather presented the first challenge. Doing over 560 kilometers in one day is already tough enough, but even more so in the rain. Luckily, I had rain gear with me, although I had planned not to bring it. But what happened next made bringing this uncomfortable rubber suit with me around Italy worth it. The weather cleared up as we reached the outskirts of Leipzig, like the gods of the roads were rewarding us. And against all odds, we reached this beautiful town in East Germany that we used to call home for so many years.
I'm freaking miserable this morning. I don't want to leave.